Hello and welcome to the Games That Matter Week 3 recap video. I got a lot to get into, so I'm going to jump right into it. Friday, number 20, Washington State at Houston. I had Washington State winning the game, and they did. Houston kept it a lot closer than I think was anticipated, but Washington State still comes away with the win. On to the Saturday games. We had Arkansas State at number 3, Georgia. I had Georgia winning this game. They did in a landslide. Their offense looks good. Their defense looks better. Going into the game against Notre Dame next weekend, I think that bodes well for them. Number 6, Ohio State at Indiana. Now, I had Ohio State winning this one. I just didn't think Indiana was going to be able to give them troubles this year, and they really didn't. Ohio State won it handily. Next was Pitt at number 13, Penn State. Now, I said Penn State was going to win this game, but keep an eye on it because Pitt tends to play their heart out with Penn State. They did, and the final score, I believe, was 17-10, which means it was a close game, low scoring, really good job for Pitt, but Penn State came away with the win. Next was number 21, Maryland at Temple. I had Maryland winning this one. I picked them because last week I didn't pick them, and I got burned for it when they beat the pants off of Syracuse. So I figured I'll pick them to beat Temple, but Temple surprised me, and I ended up paying for picking Maryland. Temple won the game. New Mexico at number 7, Notre Dame. I picked Notre Dame to win this game, and they did handily. The offense looked a lot better this week than they did the week before. Defense played really solid, and that bodes well for Notre Dame going into their matchup with Georgia next weekend. It should be a good game. Number 2, Alabama at South Carolina. I picked Alabama to win this one, and they did. They pulled ahead late, but South Carolina kept it close for most of the game. Stanford at number 17, UCF. I got UCF winning that game, and they did. Stanford just looks like they're falling apart on the season, and they're going to need to get it back together if they want to make a bowl game or even a chance at the conference title. Number 25, USC at BYU. Now, I picked USC to win this one. I thought they were going to push through and keep going. I thought BYU would give them some trouble, but not win the game. I was wrong. BYU comes out with the victory. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how this affects this USC team and how this young quarterback responds to adversity for the first time. It could end well for USC. It's not the end of the world for the program right now just by losing to BYU. It actually could be a wake-up moment for them for the rest of the season. We'll see. Arizona State at number 18, Michigan State. Now, I picked Michigan State to win this one. It was at home. It was earlier in the day. I felt like they just had a lot more going in their favor. Plus, their offense had looked a lot better this year than it did the previous year. But Arizona State walked away with a 10-7 victory. So, got that one wrong. Next was number 19, Iowa at Iowa State. Now, I picked Iowa to win this game. But the interesting thing is the game got delayed a couple of times due to weather conditions. And when they finally resumed, the end time was way after when it should have ended originally. But Iowa came away with the 1-point victory over Iowa State. It was a really good game. Idaho State at number 11, Utah. I picked Utah. They won hands down. Kent State at number 8, Auburn. I picked Auburn to win that game. They did, hands down. Really wasn't a competition. Number 9, Florida at Kentucky. Now, I picked Florida to win that game. They did. Kentucky, however, kept it close, and it was down to the wire on who would win that game. Next is Lamar at number 16, Texas A&M. I picked Texas A&M. They won no landslide. Next was number 1, Clemson at Syracuse. I picked Clemson to win this game, and they did by a landslide. But I had a problem with the way I saw it. Now, I don't know if they played their secondary. If they played their second string and third string late in the game, then that's fine. But they jumped from like 24-0 to like 45-0 or something like that in the fourth quarter, and it just felt like they were running up the score at that point. But I don't know. Like I said, I didn't watch the game. I can't really speak on it. I'm just saying that's what it kind of seems like. Next was Northwestern State at number 4, LSU. LSU won this hands down. Not even a competition. Hawaii at number 23, Washington. I picked Washington to win this game. I think Hawaii's still a couple steps off from being able to compete at a top 25 level, and they showed it. Hawaii fell apart in this game. Washington got the big victory. Next was Florida State at number 25, Virginia. Now Virginia won this game by 7 points. I did pick them to win, so it was a close game though. So we'll see what happens with Florida State from here on out. Next was number 5, Oklahoma at UCLA. I had Oklahoma winning this game, and they did. Pretty handily, I believe. I don't remember the exact score, but it was a lot to a little, relatively speaking. Number 12, Texas at Rice. Texas wins big. I picked them, so all's good. Next was Portland State at number 22, Boise State. I picked Boise State to win this game, and they did, pretty much, hands down. And last, and well, usually last but not least, but last and least, one of the least at least, Montana at number 15, Oregon. I picked Oregon. They won, hands down, landslide. So that put me at 20 out of the 23 games correct, which is an 87% correct rate. So far on the season in my games that matter, I have a 63 out of 70, which is a flat 90%. I'm really excited. I've got a lot to get ready for. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.